All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Darkpool Algo, and I wanted to begin an introductory session into my chart setup. I'm going to start a tutorial series. I feel like if I were to provide a couple of videos explaining basic chart setup, support resistance, providing you with some of the indicators that I use, as well as going into how to use the flow trade backend system, which is that smart money dark pool block trade algorithm software that we love so much. If I was able to do that, then I wouldn't have to basically go through the education every time I shot a video. So I'm going to start a tutorial series. The first one I'm going to work with is the stacked EMAs and the moving averages that I have on my charts. So today's video is going to be about the stacked moving averages, the stacked exponential moving average. So with that, whenever you trade stocks on the stock market, it's usually good to have some sort of an indicator of what's happened in the past, because what's happened in the past sometimes can help with what a stock's going to do in the future. Obviously, the stock market's going to do what the stock market wants to do. We cannot predict it. All we can do is play the chart in front of us. However, having some historical lines of support and resistance available to us is a good indication where we can either make a decision to get into or out of a position. So I personally like the stacked exponential moving average. That is the 8, the 21, and the 34. The study that I'm going to provide to you with this tutorial is going to have the 8, the 21, the 34, the 55, and the 89 enabled. I'll show you how to turn the 55 and the 89 off if you don't want to use it. I'm also going to show you how to add the simple moving average, 50 period simple moving average, and the 200 period simple moving average to your chart for a basic stock market technical analysis. So let's just jump right into it. I just shot that whole thing with Streamlabs over and up. It's going to take some creative editing, but I think I could probably slap a logo or a title over it. All right, we're going to jump right into it. All right, so what you see in front of you is the default, or what they call just the regular chart, right? So it's the chart default. It's pretty decent looking. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click over here into Studies, Edit Study. This box will show up. You're going to want to search for, I'm going to label these stacked EMAs, right? We'll get those. I'll share that in the description below so everybody have access to it. Once the study is added to the screen, you want to click on the little gear icon. What we're doing is we're checking the price. At the close, our base length is the 8 EMA with basically a one increment exponential moving average added for each plot, right? What that means is this XMA is going to be the 8, then the 21, the 34, the 55, and the 89. As I said, they're all going to come loaded with them on. I'm going to go ahead and OK and apply. And what that's done is that's added those stacked exponential moving averages to our chart. I forgot to get this set up as far as making sure that I can move stuff around for everyone. And we're going to keep time on Zoom and hit apply. All right. So that lets me move stuff around. So as you can see, it plots those as very thin lines. This 55 came into play only one time in MES's history in the last month, so therefore I don't use it. I believe that there's some better choices out there. There's two ways that you can edit this. You can hover over the line and right click and hit Edit Study, or you can go click on Study again, Edit Studies. It brings up our little admin panel here. Click on the gear icon. I personally choose to turn off the 89 and I choose to turn off the 55 simply by clicking Show Plot, unchecking that. Now, if I hit OK and apply, it shows that we've only got the 3 lines on our chart. I personally like to color code my stuff so that I know that if I see a line that I know what it's going to be. So I like to choose the green at a 1 width for the 8. The 21 is always yellow on my charts. I like to increase that to 2. However, I've been streaming a lot lately, so I like to double up the width on those so that everybody can see them on my charts. So instead of 1, 2, 3, I'll do 2, 3, and 4. Now, the 34 is always orange on my charts, and it's usually I have a little bit wider. So after we do that, we've got pretty much what my charts look like, as you can see. The next one we're going to want to add is our simple moving averages. So that would be a moving, in TOS it's moving average, simple moving average. Click on that, hit add selected. We want 2 of those, so just add it in there twice. Click on the gear icon, we bring it over here. So we want the 50-day simple moving average, right? I don't like breakout signals. If you want to see a breakout signal, I feel like it's just less clutter on the chart. I usually label those at a nice blue and make those a little wider as well. Go ahead and hit OK, and then click on the next simple moving average. I make this 200 period. I make this red. I don't like the default red that comes with TOS, so I click on more, which brings up a swatch panel to choose from. It's pretty nice to be able to grab some custom colors. A lot of my charts, some of my chart art is what I call it. I've got some pretty beautiful charts using whites and grays and purples and blacks. It's pretty nice. Maybe I'll pop one up to show you all here in a minute. So I grab this nice bright red over here. It's a good one. Click OK. Make the width on this 4. Obviously, it's for illustration purposes. Click OK. Click Apply. OK again. Right? So if your charts ever get squished like this, which they sometimes do, because what it's trying to do is TOS is trying to shove all of your studies and crap onto one chart. There's this little squiggly screw, squiggly screw over here. If you click Fit Studies, it'll allow for the natural flow of the chart. So we've got our 8, our 21, and our 34 EMAs that are stacked. We've got our 50 and our 200 SMA. I'm going to go ahead. Another way to modify this would be to right click on the study itself, hit Edit Study, it brings it up. I want to make this a little bit thicker. Apply. Okay, there we go. Let me just go through a couple of these stocks real quick, as you can see that it's working. We've got our 8 on top of the 21, on top of the 34, on top of the 50, on top of the 200, ALKS. That might be a pretty nifty little stock to go after, right? All right, that's it. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up in the comment section below. Again, this is Dark Pool Algo. Thanks for joining my channel. Make sure you hit that smash that like button. Hit subscribe. It really does help me out with the YouTube algorithm, and turn on notifications. Like I said, this is going to be an educational series on how to do technical analysis for the stock market, setting up charts specifically using Thinkorswim. Thanks, and everyone have a great day.